you ever feel like a slow learner? Like you study for hours, feel like you've got it, and then the next day, poof, it's just gone. Listen, what if I told you there's no such thing as a slow learner, only an untrained memory? You're not broken, you're just using the wrong software in your brain. Today I'm giving you 3 tools to prove it. These simple techniques have been used for centuries to build a memory that actually works. And the final step is the one thing that separates people who try these tricks from people who actually develop a great memory. First, forget rereading your notes over and over. It's one of the worst ways to learn. The real secret isn't about forcing information in, it's about giving it a place to live. This is called the memory palace. Sounds complicated, but it's just a place, you know, by heart, your house, your apartment, your walk to class. Let's say you need to remember a shopping list, milk, eggs, and bread. Don't just repeat the words. Picture this. You walk into your living room and a carton of milk does a backflip off your couch. You go to your bedroom and eggs are sizzling on your pillow. You get to the kitchen and a loaf of bread is juggling apples. It's bizarre, it's visual, and you will not forget. Why? Because our brains are wired for images and locations, not for boring lists. The weirder the image, the more it sticks. The memory palace is great for organized lists, but what about random concepts? For that you use the story method. Your brain isn't built to remember facts, it's built to remember stories. Let's say you need to remember 3 random words: elephant, bicycle, pizza. Create a 1-second mental movie. An elephant is riding a tiny bicycle and he crashes right into a giant greasy slice of pizza. You can see it right. By linking those items, quick, weird story. You've basically locked them into your memory. Normal is boring, weird is memorable. Okay, so we have creative ways to remember, but what about when there's just too much information? That brings us to the most fundamental hack: chunking. Your brain can only hold about 4 to 7 new pieces of information at once. Chunking is the cheat code that gets around that limit. You already do this with phone numbers. You don't see 10 digits, you see 3 chunks. You can do the same with studying. Instead of trying to memorize 15 separate facts for a history test group, them into 3 chunks. 1 causes 2 key battles and 3 consequences. Now you're just remembering 3 things, not 15. It's the difference between trying to carry a dozen loose eggs and carrying the carton. So you have the memory palace, the story method, and chunking. But none of these will work long term without one final step. This is the secret ingredient. It's called spaced repetition. All this means is don't just review it once. After you create your memory palace or your crazy story, bring it to mind again later that day, then again in a couple of days, then next week. This process tells your brain, hey, this is important, save it. It moves information from your short-term workbench to your brain's long-term library. So to recap, the system is the memory palace. Use a familiar location to store vivid images. The story method link. Random items together in a short, crazy story. Chunking group large amounts of information into smaller categories. And spaced repetition review. What you've learned over increasing intervals of time. See, you don't have to be a slow learner. You just needed the right tools. Here's your challenge. Pick one of these techniques. Use it to learn something small today. Then come back here and tell me in the comments which technique you're trying first. I want to hear about it. If this was helpful, hit that like button and subscribe, because in the next video, I'm breaking down how to use these tricks to learn a new skill in half the time.